Slip out the back before they know you were there, and at the worst you'll see nobody cares. Cause you don't wanna be around when it all goes down. Even heroes know when to be scared. Slip out the back before they know you were there, and at the worst you'll see nobody cares. Cause you don't wanna be around when it all goes down. Even heroes know when to be scared.
Time to question our lifestyle, look how we live. Smoking weed like it ain't no thing. So even kids wanna try now, then lie down and get ran through. Nobody watches them clocking the evil man too. Faced with the demons, addicted to hearing victims screaming. Guess we was evil since birth, product of cursed demons. Cause even our birthdays is cursed days. A born thug in the first place, the worst ways. I love to see the block in peace, with no more dealers and crooked cops. The only way to stop the beast, and only we can change. It's up to us to clean up the streets, it ain't the same. Too many murders, too many funerals, and too many tears. Just seen another brother buried, plus I knew him for years. Passed by his family, but what could I say? Keep your head up and try to keep the faith, and pray for better days.
Slip out the back before they know you were there. At the worst you'll see nobody cares. Cause you don't wanna be around when it all goes down. Even heroes know when to be scared. You don't wanna be around when it all goes down. Even heroes know when to be scared. Slip out the back before they know you were there. At the worst you'll see nobody cares.
Thinking back as an adolescent, who would have guessed that in my future years I'd be stressing? Some say the ghetto's sick and corrupted. Plus my PO won't let me hang with the brothers I grew up with. Trying to keep my head up and stay strong. All my homies slinging yo all day long, but they wrong, so I'm solo and so broke. Saving up for some Jordans, cause they dope. I got a girl and I love her, but she broke too. And so am I can't take her to the place she wanna go to. So we argue and play fight all day and night, making passionate love to the daylight. Plus we about to get evicted, can't pay the rent. Guess it's time to see who really is your friend. You tell me you pregnant and I'm amazed. So many blessings while we stressing, looking for them better days.
Back before they know you were there. At the worst you'll see nobody cares. Cause you don't wanna be around when it all goes down. Even heroes know when to be scared. You don't wanna be around when it all goes down. Even heroes know when to be scared. Slip out the back before they know you were there. At the worst you'll see nobody cares.
Haley, I know you miss your mom, and I know you miss your dad when I'm gone, but I'm trying to give you the life that I never had. I can see it's sad, even
Are you ready? If you having girl problems, I can back with you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. I got the rap patrol on the cat patrol. Foes that want to make sure my cast is closed. Rap critics to save money, cash holes. I'm from the hood, stupid, what type of facts are those? If you grew up with hoes in your zap for toes, you celebrate the minute you was
What is up, team? You can press fast forward. Man, I love this song and remix. Hopefully everyone's having a good Money Monday. A mega Money Monday, needless to say. And that's what I've been calling it that recently because of the, well, it's not Mega Millions, it's the Powerball. But I gotta roll with the M's. Boy, the Powerball. You better get your tickets and you better, hopefully if someone in chat wins, team. If someone in chat wins the Powerball, roughly getting around $1 billion, be instantly a billionaire overnight. You better be giving everybody in chat better get 100. Everybody in chat better get a Benjamin. Everybody in chat better get a Benjamin Franklin. Mailed directly, PayPal, whatever you can do. You could pay. You could mail them. Who cares? Gets lost in the mail. Someone send another one. You got $1 billion. You know we're only talking $100 per person. Come on now, you got that. What's up? How we doing? Those super buddy Sniz and Nates there. Yeah, I love that little Tupac remix there with my Linkin Park. Love some Linkin Park, of course. Love Linkin Park. I'll probably name a dog one day Link. Not Lincoln, but Lincoln also, it wouldn't be bad if we adopted an old dog and he was kind of like gray already. Name him Lincoln, kind of looks like Abraham Lincoln. But I definitely want to name a dog Link one day. And isn't Link like on a, what's that off of? Like a video game or a TV show? Link. Isn't Link like a character? Link character? Does it, right? Am I close to something here, team? I think Link is a character. Oh, duh, Link. Zelda. Duh, idiot. Duh, Zelda. That's what I'm like, why? That seems like a huge character. I was like, that's even more badass. You kidding me? So Link, like, that's done. We'll definitely be naming the dog Link one day for sure. That's what I thought it was. So like, hold on, that sounds so familiar. I know it's like a big character. I mean, pretty much Mario, literally. Zelda's huge. What's up, AR? Slugger, Ascension, how we doing? Ali. Yeah, I was like, that sounds so familiar. I remember that was because, of course, I love Nintendo 64, and I'm seeing a lot of old school Nintendo 64 like memorabilia. I'm like, man, I almost want to get one of those Nintendo 64s again. I love that back in the day. But that was one of the biggest games ever. You know, that one that came out in like 98 or 99. That was one of the biggest games ever. I remember everyone just loved that Zelda game. And finally having Zelda in 3D was just like, holy bananas. All right, though, team. ARQQ top penny stock to watch. Really just not much. We've seen this recently. Hootie Who, unfortunately, too, came out with the offering. Would not touch Hootie. It looks like it does have a lot of room to pull back more, in my opinion. I was just talking to G. Calante about that. I'm like, just do not touch this. It just looks like it wants to run down, my opinion, to probably 15 maybe overall in the end. Could even go lower. So Hootie Who, just be careful with Hootie Who. Really nothing else other than that moving today. If you look at overall, especially the volume, 1 million shares traded. MNPR. Wow. 100,000 shares traded. 1 million shares traded. We just don't have anything overall in the penny stock world, team. It has been truly dead. Why today when I came in? I wasn't going to alert until that trend line crack. I know Deck was already in a trade, but I'm like, hey, guys, here's where I'd be trading if I'm going to be taking trades. I wasn't going to do any options today. I was going to sit back and just kind of relax. It wasn't moving as much. I knew there'd be dollars to be made, but I just wanted to really see if like the trend line crack would work and put it, like, say, in the Thanos crossover. And it was gorgeous. I mean, I already took my trend line off because I just don't think we're ever going to get back up to it. This is a perfect trend line for the most part, team. That last one, I always say most traders give the SPY, 30, 45 minutes to an hour sometimes, and it'll be a gorgeous trend line. Sometimes it's over an hour, and this was an hour and almost an hour 45 till it finally cracked. And then, yes, we entered the Thanos crossover, and so I said, wait for the trend line crack. Or the other safe area was kind of the bottom of the shelf here earlier, which I know would be toward the low area, and that's why, was at that point saying you're not going to get much would be this low shelf, saying if you get back below this, we kind of had one here, and I didn't want to mention it, but we had one around 376.80 as well, but boom, we cracked it, came down a little bit further, but then I lured the bounce, saying, hey, just like earlier, these lower and upper VWAP bands, and when I see them converge on top of one another like that, they're getting tighter over time, typically means you're just not going to get a lot of movement out of this play, and that's why I was saying this earlier on. Do you see how it's coming in? So that's why when I came in and alerted, it was about when you probably saw me alerting, team. I'm like, this is just a channel play. And then I alerted the pop to 7, or the high of day. Remember, I forgot, this was the first alert. When y'all were, some traders were in short, I said, hey, this looks like it wants to squeeze. I wouldn't be in short now. I'd be in short down here. This just looks like it wants to pop over VWAP in 377, and probably will see a touch of high of day or close to it. We did. And then that's why I said, hey, it's just a slow channel play. Look how long that took. I alerted this about an hour ago, whatever, and it took that long to get there, literally, right? And so then this was, by far the most dramatic movement we saw of the day. And again, why I love those trend line cracks. I've been doing these for 2.5 years now, team, because I just noticed this day in, day out. Stocks build trends, and I said this was in a sneeze setup, and then we sneezed. Then I alerted this, then back to the last alert. I can tell we're bouncing here. There's just no way we're not. Now we're up, $1.20-ish or so from the bounce alert. Just put your lines in a trade, then find the easy support resistance areas up top and bottom for the day. Put essentially your trend line channels in, and just play the break and crack of them. SPY alerts today. Well, thank you. You got it. You got it, Slugger. ARQQ. Let's go back to just minimizing this little guy. ARQQ short at some point. Yeah, I would go up top probably right here. It's probably already happening, honestly. I had this in a 3-minute time frame, so I know at a 1, this probably looks a little bit better of a trend line, as in it's formed a little bit longer, but there you go. It's the trend line crack up top for this movement down through into the low 7s. When we 7, then you're going to have room down to 685, possibly 675, somewhere in there. Overall goal, in my opinion, would be down to 660 from this trend line crack. Somewhere around the 660 mark for the trend line crack. What's up, Rich? How we doing, boss? I just forgot. I was going to tell the other lobby I'm finally live. So Ascension, if you got that short, one more try, Hootie. 75. Just be careful, Hootie Hoo. Be careful. Just hit new low of day at that 1751 mark. Just a couple of minutes ago there. Again, I have lower VWAP band too, which is nuts, all the way down around 12 area. It's a low 12s. It's not going to be a magnet to that, and no, but it definitely seems to want to, as the VWAP, all the VWAPs, obviously, in my opinion, because they're going down. So I just would be careful looking at, or trading ARQQ, definitely so for the long side. Just be careful there, baby boy. Alrighty, questions though, comments, concerns, anything you guys want to go over, let me know. ASPS, nice little pop-up today, but yeah, just kind of taking it easy today. I knew the SPY, we're getting that really overall general slower movement. You can tell even too with the SPY, not a lot of movement there. Amazon still hasn't hit any lower areas for me to get filled, so it's still just kind of sitting in the same area waiting for this to maybe pull back, especially if the SPY does overall. Tesla, I know, had a small little move up and then down early, but really for the most part just has been sideways, for the past hour and 15, 20 minutes or so, hour and a half really, I guess, as of now. You can tell right about right here, and that's the top part of resistance. We got into right below what was once support right after that, kind of a shelf crack that really finally took a while to take place, but you can tell shelf crack. Here's your bottom shelf. We finally cracked it, and you can tell it's a decent shelf because you crack it, and then becomes resistance right around the 250 area. And then boom, whammy, you'll get your good short opportunity. And we've just been stuck in this channel, down, up, a little bit below where we went earlier, but generally still holding that bottom channel support. And the top, again, was your resistance right around $200.50. Bottom support is around 197.20. Let's see if you were trading. What's up, Love Chip? Boom, boom, boom. How you doing? How them cookies? Every time, of course, I just love, I've got to think, cookies. If you are, let's see, if you're trading the SPY options, would you ever take positions at the top, or would you wait for a bigger trend to develop? It'd be hard for me to trade the top, unless that, like earlier in Deck was even talking about, it's got that downtrend channel, the upper VWAP band's kind of saying, and I'd take stabs at it here and there. I generally just wait for this, especially if you go in a 1 minute time frame just to get a better entry. You can tell in a 5 you're going to dump down. That's going to happen. So, of course, let me get in a 1 or 3 just to get a better entry for that move down. Really, when you crack the VWAP, you better start jumping in for a trade. But not knowing then, but you get my point. Not knowing you're going to get all the way down to here. I didn't think you'd get down to 376, honestly, that fast. But, overall, I thought we'd get at least to the VWAP, which we did. And then, again, I thought we'd get somewhere into the mid to high threes, somewhere in the mid to 376s. Pretty much this bounce here, 376.15. So about $1. That's why I wasn't, they were just small moves today. And that's why I was trying to tell traders there wasn't going to be a lot today overall. But days that you build those longer trends, you move $5, $10, $8, $6, more than just this essentially $2 channel we've been in from 376 to 378. There are more, opportune times to make some more money today, just not a lot of movement. So not the top usually. Me, just like when I trade small caps, I'm most likely just going to wait for the trend to break. This area, and like I said, take stabs at it here and there. This is why I alerted this long. It's ended up being a gorgeous long so far. I alerted this down here saying this is not going to go down any further. This is going to see a bounce play, and it's moved right on back up since. Ascension, how would you have pinpointed when to start the short on ARQQ? Just that trend line crack. So going back to a 1 minute time frame, I would wait, or essentially wait for that 1 minute time frame, and here we go. Everything's working out perfectly. So getting a 1 minute time frame, and let's just boom, 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 boom. What was that? What song was it? Boom, boom. Man, now. Oh my gosh, what song is that? Same thing. I do stuff like that. I'm like, what song am I even rhyming here? It's some old nursery rhyme. Anyway, right here would have been the entry, right? Somewhere in the 740 area for the trend line crack. We can see the trend line crack, right? And then what I typically do is I'm always going to come over here to my, was that Baba Black Sheep? Baba Black Sheep. I think it was Baba Black Sheep. Anywho, so I'll come over here and I'll put up a 5 minute time frame. Is it running the 3? Let me look at the 3 real quickly because I haven't traded this yet. 3 or the 5, either one of them look good. The 5s, they're both about the same. But point being, I come over my Thanos crossover. Okay, I got my trend line crack, boom, and just like I said, where you get down to into the low 7s. Now in the 3 minute time frame, it looks like I probably could get, honestly more bearish if I stay under the 9 EMA. See rejection here. Love it, love it, love it. And then hopefully the main thing would be getting back under 7. So staying in this trade, right? I would have locked up half share size probably right here in my first lockup zone. Up already about 30 plus cents or 30 cents somewhere in that area for my entry area up top. And then of course when we get back below 7, anywhere close to 6. What's this high right here? 686. So anywhere around 685, I'm taking more profit, right? And if it drops below that, I'll save it as I call snakeskin Randy, kind of the last share size, my quarter share size, my fifth share size, whatever it may be, for that last final push down to say 660 in VWAP. Makes sense how I would have traded that and what I would have looked for right there overall. 1 minute time frame for entries, no doubt, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So I can get my ass in up top here around 740. So when we come screeching down here the low 7s, I've made 30 cents so far. So and then looking at my 3 or 5 minute time frame, whatever it might be, and I want to stay under that 9 now. We're kind of popping back up above it, right? Spreads also, and I've seen this a lot recently too, and sometimes these floats aren't too big. I don't think ARQQ's float's massive, or small, I should say. Look at the spread right here. Spread's 12 cents, 10 plus cents. I've noticed this recently on lower float plays. That kills your shorts, it kills your plays. Either way, whether you're trying to go short or long, right? Because you're eating with that stupid spread. So I'm not a big fan of spreads over 10 cents. Especially plays that aren't moving very volatile, right? If they're moving dollars and chunks, I'm not worried about 10 cents. What do we got here? What do we got here? What do we got here? Let's see. GCT won another short here. Help me out. Let's see. GCT. What are we trading here? 1 minute time frame. Oh man, that's just. I'll go to the 3 though. Definitely need to get out of that for now. Just 1 for entry, just for myself. Do your trend line crack, right? The trend line's not pretty. It looks pretty, but it's a little iffy right here. It's a little iffy. So go down to the bottom. See right here is where I would go. Get in there, a little tighter. Right here, and base it off of not these candles. You can see it's like it's a double trend line almost, in my opinion, where you've got this inner trend line. Watch, and I'll put it in right now. And if you want to have both in, have both in, didn't know that when you get below the bottom one, or the top one, I should say, now you know it's just the bottom one, you're good to go. I wouldn't enter on the crack of the top one. I'd only enter on the crack of the bottom one. I'll zoom in here so you can see this, team. You'll have these sometimes. It's weird. It's, it's kind of like a paranormal type thing, if you want to talk, to speak about that. It's just kind of this weird anomaly that happens sometimes where you'll have this you can see the real true trend, but you'll have these little dips below, right, where we have really 2 trend lines, where we have the real true trend, in my opinion, up top. This is the true trend. Then we have this bottom support area that always can just come in. It's almost like a safe haven, essentially, that it can run back to. Oh, I'm safe, my base, you can't touch me here, not it, you can't touch me, I'm on base. And it kind of saves it, right? That's when we crack this and we go through 660. This is your short. Don't short this. Short this. And then the VWAP in this little shelf at 660. That's what we short. Makes sense there, Love Chip? Wasted. Let's see. I wanted to jump in, but I wasn't coming. You're good, Ascension. It's all good, Ascension. All good. Vegeta, help us with the short. Everyone's like, everyone, give me a short. Okay. Honestly, the best short so far would have been a nice 35-cent short. It's coming back up on us. Would have been ARQQ. I haven't looked to see even how much those cost. But ARQQ, great trend line crack up top. Gave you about 30 cents so far. I would have a stop loss probably around like 735-ish or so as of right now. You'd want it to fail somewhere in this area, not letting it get back to your entry, just right below it too, which is always nice to see that. DWAC's been another nice runner today overall. I'd be careful shorting DWAC. I know this is probably running up on elections overall. I don't think there's any true news on DWAC. Am I missing something overall on DWACatronius? That's there you go. Didn't think so exactly. Why are the van executives actually waiting with other companies? And the main thing, Digital World Acquisition Corp are trading higher amid recent reports suggesting Donald Trump could announce a 2024 presidential run this week. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to get amped about that one if you like DWAC. Well, DWAC had a massive run in pre-market. You can unfortunately see it on Trade Ideas because Trade Ideas charting is sometimes a whack if you want to go to, dad jokes for the day. But I love Thinkorswim's charting, and it shows you that it moved to 30. This, in my opinion, team, especially the more this is starting to U-shape back up, just at least it could get to 28. Now, I'm not saying it's going to get to 30, but this does have legs over 25, easily, in my opinion, to the 27, almost $28 area. We're going to call DWAC over 25, good legs, the mid-26s, if not, I've run to the mid-27s, 100%. So DWAC, keep on watch as well, team. Good move today. Let's see what else. I'm gonna make sure I catch up on everyone else. Is anyone else having issues with the live stream? Cool. Let me fix the live stream then. Cool. Thank you for saying that. My wife's home. She's doing a lot of work today, so I've got to fix something. So hold on one sec, team. That's what happens on Mondays. We're both here working and we're using the Wi-Fi, or she's using the Wi-Fi. I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna go to the different. Hold on. I got a different access. We have 2 different access points in this house. I had to pay for that because of this problem. Hold on one sec.